Hey everyone, Alan here, and it's time for another episode of Stuff I Bought With My Money. I'm making a YouTube video about it. Stuff I bought with my money, I'm making a YouTube video about it. Well, in today's poorly lit episode, don't worry about that, got myself another small stack of NES games right here. Love them so much. Picked them up from a place I've talked about in a previous episode. I've talked about before on this segment, the Video Game Exchange in DuBois, which I'll get to in a minute, but let's go over the games first. Pretty small stack this time, and nothing terribly interesting, but let's see. We've got Cobra Command from Data East. Let me hold that up to the camera. Oh my god, the lighting in this video is terrible. You can't even see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'll tell you what. I'll put up some gameplay footage. Right there. Yeah, watch it right around there somewhere. Cobra Command. I don't know much of anything about this one, but judging from the jaunty, exciting box art here, looks to be something like Chopper Command. I mean, Cobra Command, Chopper Command. There's choppers on it, so seems pretty obvious what that's going to be about. I've also got Target Renegade. That's Data East. This one's from Taito. Again, I don't know anything much about Target Renegade. I understand that it is. Is it a sequel to Renegade? The game from the Kunio-kun series? Tell you what, I'm going to look that up right now. Googling on my phone, right in the middle of a pickup video. G-E-T-R-E-N-I-G-A-D-E. Target Renegade. Let's see here. Here we go. It is Beat 'em Up. It is a sequel to Renegade, followed by Renegade 3. Well, I was right. Alright, fantastic. Moving on. Wait. The Secret Scroll Flying Dragon. Wait. Okay, the title here, up here says The Secret Scroll Flying Dragon, yet the end label says Flying Dragon, The Secret Scroll. I don't know. I like NES games. I can't be an expert on all of them, but hey, well, I'm on the Wikipedia. Let's see. F-L-Y-I-N-G-D-R-A-G-O-N. Flying Dragon. What can you tell me? Oh, you can tell me something. N64. N64. No, N64 game? N64 game, huh? Oh, it's also an NES game released by Culture Brain in 1989, where the player controlled a martial artist trying to recover magic scrolls stolen by Tusk soldiers. Cool! I also grabbed Lunar Pool. Yeah, wait, you can't. It's pool. Pool in space, I guess. Space pool. Space pool. Ooh. The future is amazing. Look at these rad 80s-tastic guys. I'm going to put the, note to self, Alan, put the box art right here. And I want you just to zoom in slowly on these radical future space billiards guys. They've got crazy armbands. It looks like they maybe... like they stick the pool cue like into the armband and like, you know, that gets the chalk on it. Or maybe those are like collars and they're actually in like future space prison and they can't do anything but shoot space billiards all day. What a terrible life. That's sad. Finally, Predator. I picked up Predator. That's right. The infamous Activision Arnold Schwarzenegger video game. I was going to make this a small, like, let's play reaction kind of thing as I was picking these games up, and the first game I played was Predator, and man, what a mistake that was. As awesome as it sounds, oh, a video game based on Predator, you play as Dutch, and, you know, you shoot the Predator, right? And it's a really clumsy, sloppy NES platformer. Arnold Schwarzenegger's wearing pink, and you spent a lot of time shooting scorpions. So that's a stack of games that I bought with my money, etc., etc. I actually did not buy these with my money. I got a gift card to the place from a longtime friend and loyal space docker, Mike. Thanks very much if you're watching this. But let me get to what I really wanted to talk about here. I just learned yesterday that the video game store I had been a customer for many years, the Video Game Exchange in DuBois, Pennsylvania, is shutting down and closing in about, let me look at my calendar over here, about roughly a little over 2 weeks' time. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get back there again. So this may be my last stack of video games that I buy from that place. And it's been open for about 8 years, and for a good amount of that time I've been buying a large number of my video games there. A lot of stuff to add to my NES collection, Game Boy games, some N64 every now and then. And it sucks that my local haunt is going to be disappearing, but let me tell you guys a couple of neat stories about this place. These guys and the owner of the store, Dan, he's a fantastic guy. I once bought like a large, big old stack of games, probably had to be about a dozen or so, and when I was just first starting to go there. And he actually took the time, he looked at me, he was like, "Would you like these cleaned?" I said, "Yeah, okay, sure." And he took the time, a screwdriver, or a game bit, in the back, opened up the back of all these cases, pulled the ROM out, the little ROM board, and just lightly scrubbed them down and cleaned them, with a scouring pad, and, made sure the thing was spotless, put it back together, plopped it into an NES he had behind the counter, fired up, make sure it worked, moved on to the next one. And even gave like a little warranty on the games that if there was unplayable within a certain amount of time after you got it, take it back. He was really good on that sort of thing. I once bought in a stack of games, Duck Hunt, just standalone Duck Hunt, because everybody has the Mario Duck Hunt split card, but I didn't have the standalone card. And obsessive collectors, sometimes you just want Duck Hunt. And he's going through the stack of games that I bought, and he saw Duck Hunt. And Dan looks at me and he's like, "I feel it would be bad karma if I were to ask you for money for Duck Hunt. You can have this game. It's yours. Take it." And he didn't charge me anything for Duck Hunt. He just gave me the game and within the stack of everything else. So he's always been a very good guy. And yeah, it's upset to hear that the store is closing. He's retiring after, like I said, 8 years of running the store and about 20 years in the business in general. But it's not really going to be the end for. It's not really going to be the end for him. Dan is going to be the host of a new YouTube channel here. It's called Dan Good Repairs, and I'm going to put a link right here for the. For his intro video, and I'll put subscribe links and such down here in the description. But judging from the intro, it looks like it's going to be really good stuff, and Dan's going to be dispensing a lot of tips on how to repair old and broken consoles, and all the way up to new stuff, like maybe he's going to talk about disk drive replacements on a PlayStation 3, or something technical with Xbox Ones and that sort of thing. But you're going to get a lot of information on how to repair old systems. And I'll tell you right now, for a lot of you people just getting back into this, I remember NES when I was a kid. I'm going to go out to the store and find one, and sometimes you get one in an old yard sale and it seems like it's not going to work. And there's a lot of different things you can do, a lot of maintenance tricks to actually keep these 20-plus-year-old video game systems still in perfect working condition. So you can get stuff like, if you want to play Schwarzenegger or Space Pool. So I urge everybody watching this on my channel to go over and subscribe to Dan Good Reviews, Dan Good Repairs, excuse me. I've slipped up this far, I'm not going to reshoot it. But I want you guys to go over and take a look at that channel. And if I don't get out there again, let me just say to Dan and the people who worked over there at the Video Game Exchange, from a regular customer, thank you very much for the years of being open, and despite the fact it had to be pretty annoying that Matt and I would come in, we'd always ask you to get the big giant plastic tubs of NES games out from behind the counter. And they were, you know, heavy, and we insisted on spending way too much time picking through every single individual title to see if we wanted them or not. But all the same, hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much for running a really good business, and I've personally, and the other viewers on the Hammer Brothers, can't wait to see the brand new YouTube channel, Dan Good Repairs, and we're looking really forward to it. So, everybody, Alan Bish of the Hammer Brothers, and until next time, see you later. Space pool. Pool in space.